everybody. I'm Meghan McGrogan, the Executive Director of the Greater Utica Chamber of Commerce. Thank you so much for joining us today for today's version of Leveling Up, our social distancing series. So we're very excited to have Dom Manfredo from the community at Sunset Wood. If you're just tuning into the podcast, this is just a great way for you to stay in touch with all of our member businesses and all of our area businesses. Everybody's struggling right now, and this is just a great opportunity for us to show you how you can stay in touch with all of our area businesses and organizations. So Dom, welcome. Thanks so much for joining me.
Yeah, thank you so much. And it's an honor. The Chamber's been great about spreading the word about what's going on locally and helping out all organizations. So
thank you. Yeah. Well, we're happy to do it, and these are really exciting for us too because we get to connect with you and get to kind of see you right? From afar. So tell everybody what the community at Sunset Wood is. I know a lot of people have probably heard of you, or they know you as the place right outside of the New Hartford Shopping Center, right?
Yeah.
So tell everybody about your living there, because it really, as you can see from Dom's background, that's the pub, right?
Yeah, the pub. We're here in the pub. Hasn't gotten much action, but still awaiting when we can open it back up.
Yeah. So tell everybody what they can expect if they've never been inside before.
Yeah, absolutely. So Dominick Manfredo, I'm Executive Director and CEO of Sunset Wood and Sunset Foundation. We are a strictly independent living community, a standalone, right in New Hartford, right as Megan said, in front of the New Hartford Shopping Plaza. We provide below market and market rate housing to senior citizens, 62 and above. Also, we do a lot of senior advocacy, which is something that a lot of people don't know that we do in helping our seniors stay here independently and healthy. We actually started on Sunset Ave back in 1882, and the picture behind me is our old building. So we've had a long history, and we moved here in 1984 and started our building and extended on. So we're just really trying to navigate our way through everything that's going on within society and making sure that we're keeping up on all the guidelines that are coming out. As you know, they change daily, so we've had to react, take a lot of precautions, but keeping everyone safe is the biggest thing. Our mission is to provide a high quality environment for our seniors to live independently and securely. So we're just taking that, running with it, and making sure that everyone stays as safe and healthy as possible.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And how many units do you have again?
So we have 66 units.
Okay.
We have 1-bedroom suites, and we have 2-bedroom penthouses. Kind of how we shape them up. The 1-bedroom suites are about 500 square feet. You get dinner included every single night, 365 days a year. You get weekly housekeeping, digital cable, water, trash, and maintenance. Obviously, with everything going on, dinner's changed a little bit. We still provide dinner every single night, but instead we ship it up in room service. So we used to do that anyway when people requested it, but now we get a lot of takeouts, and we send them up right to the tenants' doors, which they really, really appreciate. So.
I know, I was going to say that sounds pretty nice to me.
Yeah, exactly. They still get everything they want. A lot of people save it for lunch the next day because we give out big portions. So, and we've actually also, during this COVID-19 crisis, we've been giving out free lunches on Tuesdays and Thursdays. So we just ship them up right to their doors. And we want to make sure that everyone stays healthy throughout this. It's easy to get in bad habits, eating, not as much physical activity. We're still trying to promote that stimulation, both physically and mentally, and make sure that everyone gets the nutrients that they need. Because that could be something, if you don't have loved ones coming to visit very often, they're not bringing you those good foods. And so we're trying to make up for that in a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And, the other thing that just ran across my mind as you're saying this too, you're really helping to keep, everybody home and not out in the community, grocery shopping and things like that. And that, I'm sure, is a huge help because, obviously with your population, they're the most vulnerable. So that's great to hear that you guys are taking precautions to make sure that they are safe and can eat and get the necessities that they need.
Yeah, and even on that grocery shopping point, since a lot of the grocery stores stopped doing the pickups, all of us have started pitching in and going and getting groceries for people, including myself, our wellness coordinator, our maintenance crew. So we're really just trying to deliver the services that each tenant needs, whatever that may be, and help them stay satisfied with all the things and not feel anxious or stressed about not being able to get some of the things that they used to do. So, and you're right, this is the most vulnerable population. So keeping them informed with everything that's going on is important. We've been writing them, I write a letter to them every single day, 7 days a week, and giving them the updates on the federal, state, and local briefings and changes and how it applies to us. So they've actually started calling them my love letters. So they enjoy the love letters that I send them about all of the legislation and guidance. So, but they enjoy them. So
I have a feeling some of the little old ladies there are really loving the love letters.
Love them. Yeah. Every time they see me, they say, I'm waiting to see what's coming out at 4. What's the changes today? And I said, you got to wait and see. So
that's really cute. They're probably, I imagine they look forward to that.
They do.
So, and I know, you've participated in some of our calls. We had a call this morning with Tony. Well, this is going to air tomorrow, so it will have been yesterday. But so I know you were on our call with Tony Picenti. You also were on with Congressman Berdizzi, and brought up some really important questions. So, what are the challenges that you're facing right now? Again, making sure that you're being safe and your residents are safe. I'm sure it's a challenging time for, somebody in your position.
Absolutely. So there's really two big points. One is keeping the virus out of here. So we don't have any cases in here, and we love that because we shut down visitors coming in, non-medical visitors. But I think the biggest fear is that the virus is going to come in via maybe rehab centers that people are going in and then getting discharged back to. So getting testing up to a certain level outside of here so that we can better surveil what's going on. Being an independent living community, we don't have any medical on staff. So stopping the virus in that level is what's going to stop it from coming here and spreading. And then also another worry is that a lot of what's going on in the media is that congregate living is bad, and that's a breeding ground for this virus. And, if people are taking the right precautions as we are, you don't have to worry about that. And this is actually a safer environment because we're taking the precautions. In the briefing today on the state level, they discussed that certain hospitals have less infection rates spreading because they're taking precautions compared to other places that aren't. So when you move to a place like this, not only is your loved one getting the services that they need, groceries and cleaning services, food, they're staying engaged and they're staying healthy. So the mindset that congregate living is the enemy isn't true. So our fear is that people are going to be scared to move into places like this. And we have had people decline units, and we do have a waiting list. But people have declined units because they were scared to move out of their house. But we are taking controlled move-ins. We are following around movers and disinfecting behind them, in front of them, making sure that people are properly screened before they come in. So by taking those precautions, you're still able to come to a great environment like ours and thrive, because you still have people around you. You still have that stimulation of talking to other people. We do our social distancing. We wear our masks. We provide masks to everyone here, including the tenants. So this is a great environment to live in. And a lot better than being at home alone and not having those services. So spreading the word that this is a safe environment is probably the biggest worry, and making sure that we senior living and other apartments complexes like ours don't go without tenants, because that is our income source, really, besides raising and whatnot. So.
And then you had mentioned too, if people do want to move in, you can do that safely, right? So so explain that process a little bit, because I'm sure
Yeah.
people are concerned about that too. I know it's a scary time to
Yeah.
think about uprooting, right?
Absolutely, absolutely. So, our biggest guidance is we are doing like digital tours when you start from the beginning. We obviously provide a lot digitally. We will do Zoom calls and FaceTime tours. But when you're actually moving in, that process is also controlled. So, moving services are essential in the state of New York. And coming to a senior living provider is a valid reason to move, especially when you're going to get services that you need. So what we do on our end is we will help set up that process with you, make sure that the timing is correct, making sure that tenants are staying inside their units during the move-in process. We follow along the movers. It may get annoying to them, but our housekeeping staff and any one of us staff members follow around movers. We disinfect behind them, make sure no tenants are commingling with any of that, and make sure that it's clean so that when the moving process is over, you're able to go back to normal in here. We try and expedite it too. You got 9 to 12 to move in your stuff. But family members are allowed in. We're all required to wear masks when we're not able to social distance and when people are in the hallways. However, we're just trying to move forward with getting people in this safe environment and continue our mission. So,
and I think, one of the things that is definitely shining through in this is that you guys, you really are a community, and you can tell that you personally care a great deal about the residents. And I think that that's, been evident every time I've been in your doors, that you really are a very close-knit community, and you guys are, of course you'd be taking these precautions anyway, but you're really going above and beyond, and you can tell that.
Thank you. And I've been inundated with so many positive remarks from tenants. When you tell people you can't do this and you can't do that, you never know which way it's going to go. Either people are going to be really mad at you or they're going to support you. And the amount of support we've had has been huge. And just killing them with communication has been the key. Constant communication, constant updates, and helping them understand that this isn't just us. I don't make up all the rules. It comes from above and above and above. And by working together to do this, that's how we're going to get through this. That's how we're going to get back to whatever the new normal is. And it's going to be slow and it's going to be controlled, but we're going to get back to a new normal, and it's going to be back to having fun. So it's just getting there and being patient.
And I know you guys have fun because you have happy hour.
That's right. That's right. Exactly. Yeah. So, I'm sure everyone's getting geared up to get back to that too. So we'll get there though, and this pub will be a lot busier and it won't just be me. Yeah,
definitely. Well, Tom, is there anything else that you want to talk about before we tell everybody how they can get in touch?
Yeah. I mean, when it comes to dealing with seniors in general, just being mindful if you have someone who's at home by themselves, make sure you check up on them. We are trying to give out as much advocacy information too. We send out blasts via the chamber, giving out articles about how to keep your loved ones active, whether it be in-home exercises, making sure that people aren't getting taken advantage of with scams. That's a big thing going on. We're also trying to get people a little bit more aware of what happens with seniors and UTIs and all this other advocacy stuff that people might not know about. And as people are sitting more often and not being in touch with everyone, we might see different personalities come out in people, but there's a reason behind it and everything. So make sure that we're keeping up on our tenants. We're making sure that we're keeping up on our tenants. But anyone with a senior loved one that's in their own home, make sure to check up on them as well. We have all of our information we're making public on our website under our news section. So it's www.sunsetwood.org/news. All of our updates to our tenants are on there so that family members can go on and see what the tenants are receiving so that everyone's on the same level. Also, there's information outside of normal apartment living on there too.
Mm-hmm.
So we're trying to spread as much word as we can.
That's great. And, I think that you brought up a really important point, just to really, wherever your, senior loved ones are, to check in on them, because, while we're worried about everybody's mental health throughout all of this, everybody's lives are being flipped upside down. They're really probably very confused on multiple levels. And like you said, some health issues can kind of creep up in anybody from sitting around a little too long, and certainly in seniors. So that's a really great point. And thank you for reminding everybody that.
Yeah, exactly. There's been instances with UTIs having dementia-like symptoms.
Yes,
and, so it's just keeping up on everyone and having that close contact with their medical providers. A shout out to the Mohawk Valley COVID-19 Response Fund. They gave us a grant to get tablets so that our tenants here can FaceTime, Zoom, and do telemedicine. We just got the tablets a couple days ago, and already we're booked for 2 weeks.
Oh, that's so nice to hear.
I love the fact that all of us in this area are coming together and we're supporting each other one way or another. And it's been a wonderful experience to see how we can all rise. So it's been fun.
Yeah, definitely. Well, thanks again so much, Tom, for joining me. And just one more time, tell everybody how they can get in touch.
Yeah, absolutely. You could visit us on our website. It's www.sunsetwood.org. You can call us 315-733-1389. We have Facebook. We have Instagram. We're making sure that we're keeping everyone apprised. And like I said, under our news section, all the updates that are going on, feel free to give us a call and reach out. We're actually here during this extended hours. So we have a front office person here 7 days a week. From 8:30 till 4:30, and we're getting in touch with people and letting them know how they can either get information about moving a loved one here, or if they have questions, comments on anything that's going on. So we're just trying to get the information out and help as many people as we can. Awesome.
All right. Well, thanks again so much for being on with me, and we hope to see you soon and staying in there. And we wish everybody, all the tenants there, the best of luck and health and all the good things coming down the pike here. So we hope that everybody can get back to happy hour and
that's right, and
be like I said, healthy, safe, and enjoying their time at Sunset Wood.
We're good at partying, so get back to the parties. And thank you for having me.
Thanks so much, Tom. Have a good day.
You too. Thank you.